Mr. Millennial, what kind of mess did you get us into this morning?
A good one.
It's looking like it. We're in the middle of a drought and you got us working in a mud hole.
It's a little wet over there.
So what is the plan, sir?
To build a 60 by 40 pad parallel with the creek.
I like your fancy compass you drew on there.
That was actually the customer. So, you know, the funny thing is, that's really east. You see where the sun's coming up.
Well,
so it's just a little bit off, but he did notate not to scale also.
Oh, well, there you go. That fixes it all. So the ultimate goal is this morning, we're wanting to build basically a usable, buildable pole barn pad in the middle of this absolute disaster. So this was logged about a year ago.
Yeah, roughly.
Logged in the middle of winter, in the middle of mud season. And basically, from what I've gathered, they threw down a whole bunch of tops and a whole bunch of their junk stuff and built a logging yard on top of this. So the first thing we gotta do this morning is get all this garbage out of here, figure out where this water is coming from, and then eventually we'll bring back some good dirt in here and get it compacted and start raising and lifting it up. So I think we found a spot up there to discard of all of our stuff.
Stuff?
I'm gonna use another S word, but I'm gonna go with stuff. All right, well, we got the 210 here. We got Bubba Dump here.
We got everything we need.
We got D4 here.
That's right.
We got the compactor. There's no Aaron. Aaron may be here later. We lost him this morning, so. Well, I think first thing we need to do is go up there and get our dump site prepped.
Sounds great.
And then we'll start hauling. How's this wet?
Well, that's a big cliff.
I promise you, I'm not putting the field plow back on. We're gonna figure this out without field plow. All right, let's get this started. This might get interesting. I can see the ground pumping as we track across it. I'm curious to see what old Bubba Dump does if we get a load on. Maybe we can keep it up here on the solid ground. So there's a road that goes up through the woods here. There's actually a pretty cool little spot up there on top. There's a little bit of a ravine up here. I think we're going to try to take Bubba Dump up this road and we'll back down into that little ravine. And basically we can dump all this junk stuff there, get it disposed of, hide it, and not leave it be an eyesore. You can kind of see how the loggers left it. It's a little bit of a mess. So if we kind of kill two birds with one stone and help clean up his property and get the building pad built, I think that's the right thing to do. All right, here's our little bit of a ditch. It looks like these guys threw these tops down in there, maybe trying to, oh, come on. These tops go up underneath that road. I guess they threw them in there to try to get across that ditch and then never come back and clean it out. See if I can break them off. Come on. Got one of them out of there. There we go. I could just bury it all, but I don't want to leave a void down in there. I just soon have it good and solid. We'll take the bigger stuff, swing it over here and put it right along the edge of the wood. And we'll bury the rest. So that little low line area down through there is going to be our dump site. I think it's going to work out pretty good. That shagbark hickory there is in a really bad shape, so we ain't damaging anything there. These trees over here are pretty much junk, so we end up with some dirt around them and they end up dying later. We didn't really kill anything of any value. And I also noticed this ditch, I thought it went straight, which is what it should do. Currently it's looping around and going straight towards our building pad, but so by filling this in and redirecting that ditch, it's actually going to help us on the other end. I didn't get every last little stick out of there because we're going to be hauling a lot of the same material back in there. Just wanted to get the big stuff out of there so we didn't have any voids or anything down in there. So should have two options. We can bring Bubba Dump up through here, back in, or I think we can even come down below and then back in. So Obstacle number 1 is accomplished. The next thing I want to do is I want to poke around a little bit and figure out where our borrow pit's at. The ideal thing to do would be to take some slope out of this hill right here and make his access road a whole lot nicer and get some good dirt. I'm gonna dig a test hole there first, see if we got some decent dirt. If that don't pan out, I think we can follow this old right of way down. And I think there's a little bit of a bench back here we can get some dirt off of. So let's go poke around and see what we find. Test hole number 1, what will we find? Not looking good so far. Show you guys what I'm looking at here. If we were going to build a pond here, this would be an excellent test hole, but for a building pad, not quite what we're looking for. So you can see the top layer of topsoil right there. It's pretty much useless for a pond or what we're doing. Then you get into this layer right here, we call it red clay, and if we can get it to dry out, it'll compact. But if you put it in there too fast and too heavy without any type of soil stabilization, it stays real pliable and real spongy and kind of gets it's hard to cut and hold grade on. It's just not ideal material. We get down here to this gray clay and this shell rock, and this stuff here will actually pack pretty good. The problem is it's what, 4 feet deep. I really don't want to strip 4 feet of dirt for a little bit of good dirt. Now this red clay, you want to talk about making an excellent pond. That stuff seals up like nobody's business. You can see as I dug it out, it pretty much stayed in the shape of the bucket. So this guy's got 60 plus acres here. We're gonna go poke around a little bit more, see if we can find a little better spot to borrow pit some dirt. Hey, Mr. Millennial.
Can we just take that across the road?
I was gonna say, he lives like right there. I think I found the clay you need for the bottom of your pond that we had to tear out.
No joke. Dang it. Hey, at least we know it's here. That'll always be right here, trust me.
That's not what we need today, though.
I know.
You think you can switch them out? We'll go up there and haul off your material, bring it down here for the pad, and then haul dirt back?
I'll make that deal. As long as it doesn't cost me anything.
You think the little bridge will hold up?
We'll make it hold up. Just go faster.
All right, let's, where do you want to go to next? You want to go up on the hill a little higher, or you want to go down below?
Yeah, let's try just on the other side of that mini.
Mini? All right.
Don't run over my stick.
Oh, you're...
It represents great meaning. Even though this is second down, we're going to try to score by kicking a field goal. You see the...
That's more of a splits.
Shh. It's close. And here's my other theory. I'm about 3 feet in elevation higher than you. So if we find 3 foot of good dirt, we know we can take this entire knot off over to where you're at. So it's kind of on the back side of the knot. That's my theory.
See what happens. I said this guy's got 60 acres. I hope we can find some good dirt somewhere.
I hope so.
It's gonna be in the hardest spot to get to.
I really hope we don't have to go up on top of the cliffs.
All right, hole number 2, here we go. There's a little rock here. Oh, that looks better. That looks a lot better. I I like that.
Even that sandstone will bust up and pack well.
Yeah. Question is, how much of it's there? I just got into the muck clay right there, you see it?
Yep.
We got 2.5, 3 feet of usable dirt. All right, so we do got some decent dirt over there. The next question is, how much of it do we have? We're gonna dig a couple other test holes in real quick, kind of get a quantity, make sure we got enough yardage, and then we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Well, Mr. Millennial, that pipe dream was short-lived.
Yeah. My hole was better.
Yeah, that
Even
one
though
over
it was only 2 feet, it was still better.
Yeah, but this proves there's not enough of it.
Do you know what else this proves? There's probably enough to put my pond back
together.
We're
not focusing on your pond today. We're trying to make a building pad. Yeah, you want to build a lake, that stuff would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here? All right, before we completely abandon ship on this upper terrace, Matt's got one more spot we're going to track back here and try. That don't work, we'll go down over the hill and see what we find. Well, Mr. Millennial, we ended up with a decent test hole here. That's that gray shell stuff. It's not ideal because if it gets wet and it's not packed, it turns into mush, but...
As long as we stay in our drought, we'll be all right.
Yeah, and we can get it packed. It would work. Come over here, and the same stuff's down there, but it's got some overburden pushed on top of it we'd have to do something with, but the overburden that's mixed with it is not near high in clay content as that other stuff. I think we can mix the two and probably make something out of it. I'd say before we commit to this spot, let's go down over the hill and poke a hole and just see what's down there.
Down in the grassway?
Yeah, and then if not, between here and back there, I think we can scrounge up enough to do it.
Sounds good to me.
All right, over the hill we go. Well, I guess it's time to see what kind of treasures we got buried in here and what we're up against with the water. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff in there. This is gonna be fun. Hey, we haven't got that truck stuck since we got the lockers fixed, so don't start today. That'll work right there. Let me get you loaded. I got a feeling this is not going to turn out good on these trips, but I could be wrong. Talk about a bunch of junk buried here. Oh my goodness. Tree down in there. The reason we gotta get all this stuff out of here, if we leave all this bad material underneath this building pad, over time that pad will move and settle and somebody's not gonna be happy. So we got to take the time to get all this junk out of here and come back with my goodness, come back with some good stuff. Watch out, man. Stuff is buried deep now. Them loggers did not do him any favors.
No, this is gonna be a nasty spot.
not going to sort every last one out, but these longer logs here, we'll try to kind of pile up into one spot, and then we'll haul them all off at one time. Should make our fill go a little bit easier. Let's get that tree out of the way, because it's going to scratch my boom. Not no more. Man, that's nasty. Whole lot faster loading on Bubba Dump with this machine. Don't take long to tell where you're at the bottom of all that stuff coming back to original ground.
That original ground ain't too bad, is it?
I was just saying, it's not horrible. Man, what a bunch of junk. How much you want on there? First load on the job is always a little bit interesting, kind of seeing how the flow's gonna go, whether we're gonna have any issues or not. See what happens. You got a plan?
Yeah. Go big or go home. Hammer down. Let it down. Throttle out.
There's a big rock right here.
Hoping to stay to the right of that rock just a little bit.
All right, bring it on. Probably help you put it in gear. I think that's the axles. Oh, wowzers. I think somebody loaded you a little bit heavy. Hold on, let me check the other side. still high and dry over here. If I was you, I'd hammer down straight back and then jump over a little bit. I don't know how you made it out of there, but you did. That thing is heavy. If Aaron was here, I don't think he'd approve of this load. If Aaron was here, I don't think he would approve of this load.
I don't think many people would, alright?
Yeah, bring her straight on back. Straight back. You can cut her towards the road a little bit. Straight back. Down there, 2 feet. Hold that. After you dump, leave your bed up a little bit and probably have to push it off. Back up. A little bit more. That was very nice. I didn't know he had a bulldozer there, bud. Perfect. That'll work. I have Matt back in right here on top. Maybe see if that holds them up better than down below. Come on back, come on back, come on back, come on back. Let's try that right there, hold that. All right, skim loader. All right, load number 2 is on. Let's hope this one goes a little bit better than the last one did. All right, see what happens. That's gonna work a lot better. Straighten up a little bit. Straighten up towards me. Towards me. Straight back. That'll work, hold that. Actually, can you pull up and get over this way? You're gonna dump right up against that tree. There you go, bring that straight back. Nope, nope, you're cutting the wrong way, cutting the wrong way, cut the other way. There you go, straight back. A little more, a little more, a little more. Right there, dump it. Back up a little bit if you can. Beautiful. That truck's pretty amazing. Hey, look who finally decided to show up for work today.
Hey, you're allowed to work bank around? So am I.
My bank works a lot different hours than your bank.
I like my bank better.
Well, your punishment is you got the only machine without AC today.
It really ain't that bad, and I guess since I did come in a little late, I'm okay with that.
All right, you think you can push them crumbs up to me, and then we'll need to go up there and clean off that dump site.
All right, 10-4. I'll leave you on the dozer all day there, buddy. We can switch. I'm not that big of a person. Yeah.
Goodness. They buried half the logs they pulled off this property right here.
Never fails.
Matt's got their load on. He's going up and around. Aaron's up here with the dozer cleaning up our dump site a little bit. A little bit of a hill climb right there for old Bubba. crazy how that truck just crawls around.
I know it.
Back up just right down beside this shagbark hickory.
And again, you didn't hold your button down.
Back up right beside this shagbark hickory.
I'm gonna find of it.
To me, to me, to me, to me. Straight back. All right, well, there you go, there you go. Come on back. That'll work right there, let her fly. Just a little bit, but you're going to hit that tree if you go very far. Hold that. Switch it up a little bit. I'm going to try to get this load of logs on Matt. And we're going to not bury these. We're going to dump them up there and put them with all that other stuff we pushed up there in the woods. We've accumulated quite a little pile. You think we just take these up to the sawmill and Wade will want them?
Yeah, he would do that.
He would laugh us out of town.
You make Wade's week horrible, right?
Now that is a clump of trees.
So you're gonna call these hundreds of ones that are at the Sunset Mountain River? Is that what you're gonna deliver those? Like you see on TV?
We should point out that Wade was not the one that logged this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them all on one load. Let's call that a load, and I'll start another pile. Swing straight and dump as close to the woods as you can. I'm gonna have Aaron just kind of push them off to the side there. let him fly right there. May pull up just a little bit. Pull up just a little bit. All right, dump him. That'll work, pull on up. Roll that air and take those and shove them up there next to them other ones and be good to go. You better not tear up Jerry's dozy, you'll never hear the end of it. Back for their load. Bring her over towards me a little bit. Straighten her out, come straight back. Towards me a little bit. Straight back. Towards me a little bit. Straight back. Right there, perfect. Just pull straight up. Beautiful, let's do it all over again. Rinse, wash, repeat. I wonder how long we can go before that turns into a problem. Hopefully at least 3 or 4 more loads. All right, Matt's down there talking to the landowner real quick, so we're gonna play truck driver for a round. See what happens. You guys will have to ask Matt what happened to my mirror. Somehow he managed to destroy it yesterday. All right, we're off. Got any particular place you want me, Eric? Butterfly. Good news, I'll be back with another one shortly. Alright, let's go get another one. Put the bed down before we turn this thing over. That'd be bad. Alright, the last load I hauled up over the hill, it turned into Sketchrama. Just about hung it up, just about turned it over. So we're gonna try a different path here. We're gonna go the lower route and see what happens. We still got to haul our good dirt down through there, so I don't want to get that road too beat up. The first half's holding up good. It's just right there where we're turning, backing in. Woo, getting soft. And I got down in there and couldn't pull up to get leveled up. Looks like our route's going to hold up pretty good for at least a few more loads. Probably got about 3 loads left, maybe. Works out pretty good on that lower route, don't it? All right. So that works out pretty good on that lower route. I think the next time around we're gonna throw them the rest of them logs I've got piled up out of there. We got just a little bit right there with the machine sitting. I think we're good. All right, Matt is heading out with a load of logs. Truck don't look quite as cool as Wade's truck, tiny with the little logs on it, but better than nothing. We're getting close, guys. I think we got about 2, maybe 3 more loads out of there. And with a little bit of luck, we'll have this thing ready to start going back the other way. Matt's taking on with the next load. Aaron's gonna jump down there and kind of push that up, crumb it up for me a little bit. We're getting pretty close. We're probably down to about 1 load. I guess I should probably mention that the guy that owns the property did not have it logged. He actually bought it from the logging company. So a logging company bought this, logged it, and sold off the property. So nobody left him a mess here. He just kind of inherited it. And of course the previous logging company had no idea he was gonna build a pole barn here. So they were just trying to cover up their mess, make it look good for a sale. So that's all right. We'll get her cleaned up and they'll be in good shape before it's over with. Don't tell Aaron I said this, but he's getting halfway decent on the dozer. He's no Jerry, but he'll get by in a pinch. I think this load right here is the one we're looking for. This is gonna be the last one. It's not gonna be the last one, it's gonna be close to it. This right here just might be the bucket we're looking for. I think that's the last one. Yeah, I'll take that back. We got a few crumbs left. Let's get the last little crumbs here. Last one, we got her. Should be the last one right there. Go over here and see how Aaron's getting along. He's been working all that stuff up around them trees. Looking pretty good. Perfect spot for all that junk. It'll kind of level all that up. Actually, he can make something that wasn't maintainable if he wants to. They're gonna need to go downhill, Matt. They're gonna be really off level right there.
Towards the gravel road further?
Yes. Alright, go right now, straighten up right there and you'll be fine.
Right there?
Yeah, you can come on back and then cut it a little bit. Alright, now cut it if you want to. That'll work, dump that right there. One thing for sure, old Bubba Dump's definitely earned her keep here the last couple of jobs. That pool foundation in here definitely worked out nice. All right, let's get this slicked off here a little bit. I'll show you what it looks like at the end of the day. Well, Mr. Millennial, for the mud hole we started out with,
That's way better.
that's way better.
We should definitely have water coming out.
Yep, we can already see our water seeping back out of there. I almost wonder if you shouldn't go ahead and cut a temporary ditch right through there, just to keep it from flooding out our whole area down there overnight.
Okay.
But the plan is for tomorrow, we'll come in here, probably get a drainage pipe in. I think we gotta take down one tree and then go up on the hill and start hauling in some dirt.
New dirt.
New dirt coming home. It's Bubba Dump's proved to be pretty useful here the last couple of jobs. So.
Absolutely, especially this pair, 210 and Bubba Dump.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give her a big old thumbs up. Want to make sure you don't miss out what's coming tomorrow. I'd consider subscribing. That way we can catch you on the next one. Later, guys.